Let me first start off by saying that you guys should really have your facts when you talk about me. I only buy kits from the vendors. I only make kits from the vendors to sell. And if you followed my channel, like a lot of these people that don't like me say, I follow all her content. Clearly you don't follow it all because you missed the box openings of my kits from the vendors. I understand that you guys are mad, but being mad at me is not who you should be upset with. You don't need to hate me over my opinion and what I have found with research. You need to be mad at the sculptors because they are the reasons these kits are being reproduced. With research and my opinion, I have found that there are certain legalities when manufacturing in China. You always have contracts, okay? You don't have a verbal contract with China. There are written contracts. Have any of you that are up in arms actually seen the written contract that these sculptors speak of? Because let me tell you what, when I first brought attention to these kits, many sculptors admitted to not having contracts set in place when manufacturing in China. If you're not really certain on what the legalities are in manufacturing and copyrighting your work in China, I highly recommend you watch Little Waddle Nursery's channel. She has a background in the industry, so she knows what she's talking about. She shares 100% facts and backs it up with proof. Something many of these sculptors are not doing. Instead, they're setting you all up for a defamation lawsuit. I know that many of you might think I can't afford it, but let me tell you something. I have an attorney already working with me on this stuff. So if you don't want to be part of that lawsuit, I really recommend that you start getting the facts before you start slandering my name. And some may say, oh, but they're protected by the Berne Convention. Have you actually looked up what that means? It means 50 pieces are protected by the Berne Convention. And that's not 50 doll kits. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A doll kit is 6 pieces. After that, from what I've found with my research, in my opinion, they're no longer protected. With research, in my opinion, if the sculptors were protecting their artwork, you would never see any work in progress of the doll kits. Because once you show a work in progress, you can no longer protect the artwork. That's what I have found with research. Instead of being so angry at me for sharing the facts, because at the end of the day, facts matter, not your opinion. You should actually go do some research. Stop listening to what the sculptors are telling you because they're sending you guys on these cancel missions. They're sending out their lynch mobs and you're only hurting yourself. I've seen in a doll group, which I have eyes everywhere because people love me and they value me as a person, and they send me these screenshots of all these different women running my name through their mouth, and it's all misinformation. Well, just to give you a heads up, all those screenshots were just forwarded to my attorney right before I started this video. I'm not here to play around anymore. I am tired of you guys trying to bully me, silence me, and cancel me. It's not going to happen. Matter of fact, you guys only make me more famous by keeping my name in your mouth. Yes, I share the kits that are being reproduced with my fans and following. So does everybody else. Do you guys not see all the artists on TikTok who are painting the silicone dolls that are reproduced, and they're making, oh my gosh, their videos get hundreds of thousands of views and they are selling out of those dolls like candy, they're gone. There are tons of people on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram who make and sell the reproduced kits, but I don't see you guys going after them. So this has now become personal. It's almost like discrimination. Because in all reality, you should be going after those people on TikTok who have a mass following and are selling those silicone dolls every day. If you want to go yell and scream at somebody, go scream at them about your fake facts, because they're the ones putting major light on the reproduced dolls, not me. Now, in my opinion, if the sculptors would protect their artwork, they wouldn't have this problem. Like Priscilla Lopez, let's talk about her. She doesn't have any of her kits being reproduced. So in my opinion, I have to say she's one of the very few sculptors who actually protect their artwork. And if you listen to Kitty with Little Waddle Nursery's videos, you will find that protecting your artwork is so cheap that you would be ashamed of your sculptors for not taking that extra step. At the end of the day, this responsibility lies back to them. But again, many of you who are sheep for the sculptors and minions and go out there and try to pull a lynch mob on people, you are not getting the facts. You're not doing the research. Because if you did, I bet you wouldn't be running your mouth, because it's total defamation, it's slander. I once felt bad for the sculptors too, because let me tell you, these duplicate kits, reproduction kits, have been out for a very, very long time. But I felt bad for them back then because I didn't have the facts. And once upon a time, I shared a doll kit. It was a silicone years ago, and the company that produced that doll kit came after me. Told me to remove the video or I would be facing a lawsuit for calling their kits stolen, fake, not authentic. So I removed the video because I didn't want a lawsuit. Research is free and it's honestly easy to do. And the last thing you want to look like is an uneducated person, especially when you're slandering somebody. Like, you know what I hate the most is when people will insult somebody, but yet they have a bunch of typos, and it's like, couldn't you take a moment to fix your typos before insulting me? It goes the same. Before you slander my name, couldn't you take a moment and actually do real research about legalities and manufacturing in China? Because I know when we were given essay topics in school, we had to do research. We just couldn't take someone's opinion to write our papers with. So you should be treating this whole kit thing the same way. Do your research so you don't look like a clown. Because everyone in this doll group that I have eyes in, I have just sent all the screenshots to my attorney because I am just done. I'm tired of you guys bullying me. Many years ago, I tried to take my life because of these bullies in this community. And it was my attorney at the end of the day that stopped me from taking my life. But let me tell you something. There have been people in this reborn community who have been bullied by this same group of people, and they actually took their life. Cyberbullying is a crime, and I'm putting my foot down right now. I will no longer tolerate you guys slandering my name with your factless arguments. And since you haters like to say that you watch all my content, well, please go back through and watch all my box openings, because you'll see that they come from Irresistibles, Dolls by Sandy, and Doll So Real. And also, do your full research on the hobby. Not all kits are being reproduced. We need to ask this select few group of sculptors, why are your kits being reproduced? What have you done that Priscilla Lopez hasn't done, because her kits aren't being reproduced? My advice is that some of you sculptors reach out to Priscilla Lopez and ask why her kits aren't being reproduced. I bet you she can help you guys out. I no longer feel bad for these sculptors because you all put yourself in this position, in my opinion. And seriously, after all these years of trying to cancel me, how is it working out for you guys? Seriously, how are some of you doing mentally, knowing that I'm still around and I'm stronger than ever, and I'm just going wild over here on my social media platforms? Having a good time with my fans, enjoying what we do. And don't have hate for how much I can charge for my work. I've been in this industry for 14 years. I have built a reputation for myself, and it's a good reputation, unlike the reputation you guys have built for yourself. You guys have built yourself a nasty reputation because you prefer to be a bully, and you prefer to bully people without having the facts. I have never sold a reproduced kit that I have painted. Never. I have resold manufactured dolls for what I paid for off of Amazon or the TikTok shop. But the dolls that I paint and sell are always from the vendors. Yes, I have opened up my services to paint your kit if you bought it from Amazon or wherever. Matter of fact, I'll paint any kit. But I'm not discriminating against doll kits from Temu or wherever, because in my opinion and with research, they can legally sell them and legally buy the kits. You all know I stopped taking customs years ago. Why? Because I don't need customs to pay for my bills. I have tons of people waiting for my work. I'm the problem. I don't produce enough, and I have so many people waiting that I don't have to rely on customs to pay for my bills. I just make dolls when I want to because I love the art and I list them for sale. But since I've seen so many people being hated on and discriminated against over what doll kits they buy, I've decided to offer out my services. And just because the kit is cheaper doesn't mean my fees get cheaper. And in my opinion, I believe that the vinyls all come from the same area, so calling them toxic is kind of incorrect. For one, you don't even know what this vinyl is made out of because Nikki Johnson doesn't put information on her COA. She doesn't say where the vinyl came from or what's in the vinyl or anything. So how dare you call one vinyl kit toxic when you don't even know anything about this vinyl kit? You just know its name and have its COA. I mean, let's look at this. Is it gonna tell us anything about the vinyl? Nah, it's not. So how do you know that that vinyl isn't as toxic as the China vinyl? They both come from China. And how do you know that China vinyl is toxic? Again, that's defamation towards the company producing them. You don't know anything about the product or the material, so stop talking about it. To my haters, I hope you will actually go and do some research. I would love to see you actually hate me for some real value. Not all this BS. Jealousy is super ugly, and when I see you guys slandering my name, I'm just like, these people are very jealous and uneducated. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Remember to stay safe, stay positive, block the haters, and form your own community. There's really no such thing as a reborn community. I know I refer to it as that, but there is no reborn community. The social media platforms, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, is where you make your individual communities. That's why you all have your own accounts. You form your own community of people you want to surround yourself with. So you can surround yourself with positive people, or you can surround yourself with reborn police who are absolutely negative and vile. The choice is all up to you, because at the end of the day, you're free to do whatever you want. Thank you to those who love and support me and my wife. I really appreciate it. You guys are absolutely amazing, and I'm so proud of you guys for finding the facts on your own. I have a smart group of people who follow and support me, and I love that. We'll be back soon. Bye.